CBR650 R with E Clutch. Seamless gear changes, even to complete stop. Amazing sound with aero race exhaust. Fault fixed and full ECU map.
This was a nightmare, and for not really any good reason. It's just one of them things, unfortunately. So it was a postal flash. I've got a million of these CBR650 Rs, but it's the first one of the E Clutch versions that we've done, and it's been a restricted ECU file, which we didn't think was going to pose any problems at all. Wrong. We were wrong. I was wrong. We were all wrong. It ended up being a pain in the ass. So what happened is the ECU, I think something else has gone on as well, and I think it's something to do with the intake stacks, because this has got race stacks in them. I'm thinking that the stock stacks are really tiny and really restrictive. But anyway, they've been changed out, and they got changed out at the same time the ECU got flashed originally when we did a postal flash, because this has come a long way to get here. And ever since, when you give it the beans, it will then flag an FI light and it'll limit it to 6,500 revs. That's not fun. So we've then had to dive in to find out what's gone wrong. Been a bit of back and forth because couldn't really work out what it was doing, because the engine management light comes on and it says MAF sensor, which is mass airflow. It doesn't have that sensor on here. It only has an intake air pressure sensor. And then it closed loops with the lambda target, with the lambda sensors. Now, we had the lambda sensors in and off and doing loads of weird and wonderful stuff, but it never really did what it was supposed to be doing. We then obviously thought it was an intake problem, took the intake apart, nothing wrong there. Like, what the hell? Let's just test a load of stuff. Then realize that when the O2 sensors are plugged in, it's got a massive fault. When the O2 sensors are unplugged, fueling then just completely disappears at the top. There's something massively wrong there. We've then gone, all right, okay, well, the fueling's out, but we can correct that. Let's just do it. So just threw a lot of fuel in there. This has got 91% more fuel, nearly double the quantity of fuel at the top. That is not normal. That is ridiculous. But doing that meant perfect, absolutely fine. Most powerful one we've ever done. So, who knows? Do you know? I don't know.